Hey, what's up, world? It's your boy G Trump, everybody favorite baby daddy, voice of the street, man. And today we in Chicago, y'all. Now, we got a little sad news going on in Chicago, y'all. It's really strange, but would you believe we had a post office worker shot and killed at work, y'all? Why this lady, it was a lady, y'all. She's delivering mail. Would you believe somebody ran up on her and shot her 15 times? Now, there's a few reasons why, and people will be asking questions. I'm going to answer some of them that I'm familiar with, but let me let y'all hear what the news say.
On the job in uniform, the Cook County Medical Examiner's office tonight identifying her as 48-year-old Octavia Redmond. Neighbors say they saw the car pull up toward her truck before hearing the gunfire. This U.S. Postal Service truck sits idle, surrounded by a maze of crime scene tape after gunfire erupted on this West Pullman block.
On this block, because there's a lot of older people live over here, and all of us know each other.
Leaving 48-year-old postal worker Octavia Redmond shot multiple times while on the job. It happened outside of a home just after 11:30 this morning near 121st and Harvard.
We all knew her around here, yes. She was like a mother to the neighborhood.
A now heartbroken neighborhood swarmed with Chicago police officers and postal inspectors investigating the shooting. Neighbors who did not want to appear on camera telling ABC7 they saw a car driving toward the victim's USPS truck before hearing at least 10 shots. The shooter then getting away.
White Durango fled westbound from his location on Harvard towards Ashland.
The victim was taken to Christ Hospital where she died, leaving the residents on her route reeling from this brazen attack that unfolded in broad daylight.
Truck still running.
Because it was a nice lady. I'm looking for my morning smile or my afternoon smile. Like now, I got it to adjust to somebody else.
Tonight, there is no word on the motive. U.S. Postal inspectors now offering a reward up to $250,000 for any information leading to an arrest and conviction.
Watch breaking news on YouTube. Subscribe to ABC7 Chicago Eyewitness News.
I'm gonna let
60 years, 60 reasons to visit SeaWorld this summer. Returning favorite, fans brews and barbecue. All new thing with truck at SeaWorld's Antarctica. It's all part of our 60th anniversary.
Enough is enough! Enough is enough!
It's the post
Some letter
office
carriers
people.
in Chicago say they wonder if they could be next after one of their own was killed on Friday.
How is this possible that people can walk up or drive up and shoot a woman that was clearly identified as a mail carrier in broad daylight, and you expect us to continue with business as usual?
Members of the local national organization of letter carriers gathered today at their union office 3 days after carrier Octavia Redmond was shot and killed on the job in West Pullman. Chicago Police and the U.S. Postal Inspection Service are investigating and following leads on tips they've received.
We want to make sure that we do right by Octavia and to get justice for her and her family, her friends, her coworkers, and, her community.
Meanwhile, those at the letter carrier's office demand action, or they say they cannot work where they don't feel safe. The union reports more than 140 carriers have been attacked on the job in Chicago in the last 2 years.
And though we take pride in our jobs, if we are not safe, you will not get mail.
We have to do something. We have to look out for each other because the Postal Service, in my opinion, they're not doing enough to protect us.
The spokesperson to the U.S. Postal Service in Chicago shared a statement which says, in part, the safety and security of our postal employees is of the utmost importance to the Postal Service. That's why we are continually strengthening our efforts to protect our employees through Project Safe Delivery. That project launched last year, which notes recent convictions on federal charges.
Watch breaking news.
No. You would ask yourself, why would somebody shoot a mail lady? And I'm going to tell you the word on the street. Social Security used to give the checks out. They used to come on the card. they stopped doing that. They stopped putting the checks back in the mail. So these young guys are sitting around looking at the calendar. And obviously they got to connect at the damn, that's how they go bust them. Obviously they gonna have a connect at the courtesy chain. Somebody got to cash these checks. These niggas ain't just going to grab checks and you gonna be stuck with it. They got somebody on the inside that's paying for these checks that these guys go illegally get. So they running up on the mail carrier like on the first give me the bag. Some people like, boy, it ain't even checks, ain't even out, ain't nothing in this bag. I don't know what this lady could have said to make them, they shot her 15 fucking times. Now, if it's a robbery, if you say, give me the bag here, it ain't my mail no damn way. Why would you resist? Now, I'm not saying she did. I'm just assuming what would make this go wrong. How could this go wrong? They say they synced the car, pulled down there toward the truck. The mail truck was still running, and the lady was walking to deliver the mail. If you ask me, it seemed like it may be something a little bit personal going on. It seemed like something personal. They just pulled up, shot her 15 times. They didn't say nothing about they took the mail. I'm just telling you what word on the street, why they take the mail. But now, this here has happened before in Chicago. They used to take the whole truck from the UPS people. They started doing that. They did that about 7 times. Now, when your packages come from UPS, they have undercover security ride with them. If you ever pay attention, when your package come now, it's going to be a plainclothes car, not a police car, security, somebody with a gun, behind the UPS truck. And that's how they do it. And word get out, people start fucking with them trucks. They go have to do the same thing for the post office people. Y'all go have to get these people some security. Or you will have to go over there and tell them people, hey, these boys are coming after these checks. They trying to get money any way they can on the street. And with the level of violence and they ain't got nothing but guns, sometimes they sitting around just thinking of dumb shit. Which is some dumb shit. You know, but my thing is this. Why would you kill the person if it's a robbery? When you go stick up somebody, you don't want to have to fire the pistol. And then if you did make a mistake and boom, boom, once or twice, 15 shots? That ain't no accidental shit. That's not accidental. Maybe you done squeeze out 5, get off a switch or something, but 15? That means you probably had a Glock and you emptied it. You probably had a regular one and you emptied it. I hope they find out what's going on a little bit more deep, because this looked like a nice lady. And I got family members that work at the post office, y'all. My nephew work at the post office. His woman work at the post office. My baby mother work at the post office. And her husband, I don't fuck with them too much, but they work there as a couple. There's a lot of couples at these places. And they just delivering mail. I couldn't imagine my nephew going to work and not coming home because somebody tried to approach him about the mail. And if you listen to the report, they say 150 mail people have been attacked in the last 2 years. That's like a mail carrier every other week. That's crazy. Sometimes people just walk up and give me that bag, and the mailman try to fight them. It might be a crackhead or something. I'm not finna give you this mail. What's your crackhead ass on with mail? But these young boys pulled up in a car Well, the police said it was a white Durango from the radio call I heard. They say it was going toward Ashland. And I hope they don't get caught in that damn truck. Fellas, let me tell you something. You got to watch the company you keep. Person talking about, hey, take me up the street. Don't just be jumping in on cars. Or you might be the driver. Don't be just driving and people here and there talking about take you to the store and you don't know his intentions. And he pull up and he try to rob the mailman. And shit go wrong and he shoot him. Now you just the driver. You had no knowledge of his plan. You're not going to be able to convince the police of that. They not going to want to hear that shit. Pay attention to the company you keep, y'all. Hit that like button. Subscribe to this channel. You know, this is a sad day, man, when they robbing the mail, man. They robbing the mail, man. And something else I was looking at, I just had thought about. I ain't been hearing too much about the guy who shot Trump. They just, you know, maybe I ain't been looking for it, but just soon as I spoke it, they got the head of the CIA down there. She's at the grand jury. Not the grand jury, you know, the Senate calls them down there and talk to them. And ask her what happened. And would you believe they had so many chances to catch this boy? The snipers took a picture of him, labeled him the threat. Then they decided, okay, well, maybe he ain't the threat. They already had a picture of this guy, so they had to assess him, label him a threat, and then change their mind. Too much going on. Sometimes you have so many snipers calling in. Okay, we got 3 or 10 threats called in. Okay, this one ain't the threat, this one ain't, this one ain't. Some supervisors like, no, okay, these 3 credible. Y'all keep your eyes on them guys. And these 2 don't worry about them. The people at the stadium seen the little boy when he was climbing up there. They was trying to get the guards' attention, the CIA attention. Hey, man, he got a gun. And I don't know what they was doing. They not paying attention. And they pointed at him. The boy climbed up on the roof, got on the roof, laid down. I guess they got the officer's attention. He crawled up there and looked at him. They was eye to eye. And the guy turned around and aimed the gun at the police. Slid down. Scary ass. He should have had his gun in his hand and he should have shot him then. No, he jumped off to save his life. I guess he gonna be like, yeah, it's a threat. It's somebody up on the roof. It's somebody on the roof. So he jumped down. I don't know why he didn't engage the suspect. He's supposed to took care of that little boy then. Young boy, y'all. Young boy. And I still want to know, what reason does he have to want to kill Trump? A lot of times these kids are growing up now, y'all. They just want to be famous and they don't care how they get famous. If they labeled the Columbine shooter or the person who shot up the mall, these little white boys be want to be famous for shooting. Same way in the hood, they look up to the gunslingers in the hood. Same way. People, yeah, that's such and such. These the guys. And you'll be surprised, man. If you read some of the mail them guys in jail getting, you'd be like, these people are glorifying this. It's like we glorify death, white and black. White and black. You know, let me know what y'all think, man. Leave a comment in the description, y'all. Leave a comment. Let me know what y'all think. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel, y'all. You know, we're trying to roll to 20,000 subscribers, y'all. Help me get there. Anybody new ain't seen the show, have them check it out. You know, have them check the show out. You know, see what's going on, man. It's your boy G Shrimp. Everybody, Faye Big Daddy, voice of the street. I'm going to plant your 9. Dig you later. I'm out.